Long before history was written, the earth was a raw, untamed masterpiece. But in its darkest corners, a shadow was festering. The tribes of Gog and Magog, a force of nature, driven by endless hunger.
They were not just a people, they were a plague.
Where they walked, the grass withered. Where they drank, rivers ran dry. Innocent civilizations lived in a state of constant, paralyzing fear. No wall was high enough, no army was strong enough to stop them. The world cried out for a protector, a leader of justice. From the horizon he appeared, al-Qarnayn, the two-horned king. A man gifted with power, wisdom, and a divine mission. He traveled until he reached the land between two massive barriers. A people there spoke a language barely understood, but their plea was clear. "Build us a wall," they begged, "and we will pay you any price." But the king replied, "The power my lord has given me is better than your wealth."
He commanded, "Bring me blocks of iron." They stacked the iron until it filled the gap between the cliffs. "Now," he said, "blow your bellows." The iron turned into a sea of liquid fire.
Then he poured molten copper over it, sealing every pore, every crack. A barrier was born, smooth as glass, hard as diamond, indestructible. For thousands of years, the world forgot what lay behind that metal. But behind the wall, the hunger never died.
Every day they scratch, every day they dig. Led by a commander who knows only one goal: escape. By sunset, they see a glimmer of light. They are almost through. But the leader says, "Go back, we will finish tomorrow." And because they do not say, "God willing," the miracle of the wall resets. Each morning they find it stronger than it was before. A cycle of futility, a prison of time.
Waiting for the word, waiting for the appointed hour. Then comes the day appointed by the Creator. The leader finally utters the words, Insha'Allah. For the first time in millennia, the wall does not heal. The metal remains thin, fragile, and broken. With a roar that shakes the foundations of the earth, the barrier of al-Qarnayn collapses. They pour out from every mound, every hill, a tidal wave of flesh and bone. An army so vast that the first of them reach the Sea of Galilee, while the last are still at the mountains. The first group drinks the entire lake. When the last arrive, they say, "There was once water here." Terror grips the world. Modern cities fall silent as the swarm approaches.
They are a force that consumes everything in its path. No weapon of man can halt their advance.
The believers, led by Prophet Jesus, take refuge on Mount Tur, praying for a miracle. Gog and Magog look at the sky and boast, "We have conquered the people of earth. Now we conquer the heavens." The arrows fall back to earth, stained with blood. A final test for the arrogant. But then, the answer comes. Not from fire or lightning, but from the smallest of creatures. The Nagfar worms strike, attacking the necks of the giants, an unstoppable infection. In a single night, the millions fall. Death strikes as one.
The earth is covered. Not a single inch is left without the fallen. Prophet Jesus sends a scout down. He returns with the news, the enemy is no more.
Then come the giant birds, their necks like camels, sent to cleanse the land.
They carry the bodies away, dumping them into the deep oceans.
A great rain descends, washing the earth until it shines like a mirror. Peace returns. The earth brings forth its fruits. The story of Gog and Magog becomes a memory of the past.